Okay, we've been studying in the book of Genesis, which is the first book of the Bible. And we know it was divided into three parts: Adam and Eve and Noah in the first part, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the middle part, and Joseph in the last part. And we're still in the middle part, but we're not too far from the last part of Genesis. In our storyline, Abraham died, Isaac was elderly, Jacob, at his mother's insistence, fooled Isaac into giving him the blessing that belonged to the oldest son. Esau said he was going to kill Jacob, so Rachel told Jacob to run away, go visit my brother, and stay there till I send for you. She never did send for him, and she would never see him again. She went to Isaac and said, I hate Esau's wives, because he had married a couple women that were locals. And she said, if Jacob marries one of the local girls, I'll die. So Isaac called Jacob and sent him to her brother, like she had told Jacob to do, and go there and find you a wife. And that gave him the official approval to go on. On the way, the Bible says when he got to a place called Luz, it was nighttime, and he's running for his life. But he stopped to sleep because it was nighttime, and while he was sleeping, let me put him down here. While he was sleeping, he saw a ladder going up to heaven, and angels were coming up and down the ladder. And when he woke up, he said, I was sleeping in the house of God and didn't even know it. And he said, God, I promise you, if you will bring me safely back to my dad and his family, his people, because Isaac was rich and he had lots of servants and such. If you bring me back safely, I will serve you. You will be my God forever and ever and ever and ever. And God told him, okay. And so Jacob got up and he finished his trip. On our map, he started somewhere around in here. Uncle Laban lives up about here, so it doesn't show up on this map, but he's up about there. And he traveled all the way up there, and when he got there, he came to a well. And the shepherds were gathered around the well, and there were a bunch of sheep around the well, but nobody was giving water to their sheep. And Jacob said, why aren't you watering your sheep? And they said, well, we would, but there's a rock over the well, which would keep animals from falling in and drowning, and dirt blowing in and things like that. So there's a rock over the well, and after everybody is gathered together, then we move the rock, we all water our sheep at the same time, then we put the rock back and we go back to feeding our sheep. And Jacob said, do y'all know Laban? And they said, yeah, sure, we know him. He lives nearby here, and that's his daughter Rachel coming. And down the road came Rachel with her dad's sheep. Jacob saw her, and the Bible says she was a very beautiful woman. And he was so excited to see his uncle's family, and so impressed with her beauty, he moved to the rock off the well himself, and everyone watered their sheep so they could come home. He went to Rachel, so they could go back out and feed their sheep. He went to Rachel, and he said, I'm Jacob. I'm Rebecca's son. I'm your cousin. How are you? Rachel greeted him and then went home and told her dad. Laban, her dad, came out, hugged him, said, I'm so glad to see you. Come home with me. And so he did. He went home and he stayed with his Uncle Laban for a long time, which we'll get into a really, really long time. We'll get into in the next weeks. Okay, and that gets him way up here off of our map gets him near Rachel and near his Uncle Laban. So let's sing our song. Just like the angels climbed up and down the ladder, we're going to climb up Sunshine Mountain. That means climbing up Happiness Mountain, because we've got Jesus, so we can be happy. Climb, climb up Sunshine